Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. In the red corner, weighing 250 pounds, we have the dual award-winning trophy winner, Erik Ten Hag, meeting in the blue corner, the entire British press corner. I mean, they are going to throw punches at him. Erik Ten Hag is going to dodge the bullets. Erik Ten Hag is going to answer some questions. So hopefully we get some good questions. Welcome back to MUFC Realist TV. And of course, it's the Erik Ten Hag's press conference as we are meeting Brighton away this Sunday. Guys, you know what to do. Smash the living like button. Subscribe if you're new, if you haven't, because apparently we're going to listen to Ten Hag and some dodgy questions from the journalists and react to the overall stories and everything, the team news. And we're going to talk about some transfer news, of course. We cannot deny that Maxi Oyedole has been sold to Warsaw as well. We're going to cover everything. Me and Mark is in the corner protecting you. We're having your back, guys. But you know what to do. Smash the like and subscribe, because here we go. Let's hear it from Erik Ten Hag. If he will tell you exactly what to do right now. We're back in a couple of seconds. Erik, here you go. What do you say, Ten Hag?
Hello and welcome to MUFC Realist TV. I'm a member of this channel, but you should subscribe or in this show, we're gonna look a cow in the ass. Let's go.
Has the Premier League ever been more challenging?
I feel welcome. Dit is my home and I want to achieve success. Okay?
Okay, as per usual, Ten Hag, you want to achieve success, and we've been covering you press conference ever since you started, and impeccable. I remember the first press conference we covered Erik Ten Hag, and it was not pretty. The language barrier was there. There was still the hey, the directness of a Dutch, But now Ten Hag looks really a little bit certain in his ways. He found his ways. He knows how to speak to the media. He knows how to cut the bullshit. And he also kicked out certain journalists last season that was talking shit about him and the team and Man United in general. But now, second game in, we are facing Brighton away. And do we feel a bit nervousness? Brighton, with the new young manager, Ten Hag, the confidence boost, winning at home at Old Trafford. And of course, Brighton, this is the first game they're playing at home because they played away of dodgy Everton, which they won, obviously. And we're going to hear a little bit about the team news. Who is going to line up? Will it be Harry Maguire over De Ligt, or will we absolutely see for the first time the centre-back partnership in Licha and De Ligt? And, will Mitoma be a problem for Mazraoui? I don't think so. I think it's going to be interesting. I think that Licha, by the way, sent, the baby oil Traore to the gym, is probably going to send Welbeck to the, rehabilitation table. Perhaps. But this is 15 minutes away, of course, as tradition. We are covering this live together with you in the VER room. So please do get involved. Ask your questions, get involved. I want to see your reaction regarding the questions from the journalist and what you think Ten Hag did answer. You know what? Lucky Singh is in the house. Is basically coming sources Samuel Lockhurst from Men. Well, Samuel Lockhurst is the one that's been banned. However, is he going to be allowed, Lucky? Breaking news, what you're saying here as well, coming from Lucky as well. I should be so lucky. Breaking news, Manchester United have secured a structured transfer, includes wages around 125,000 and fee for 45 transfer imminent. Is that for who? Is that for Manuel Ugarte, or is it? Who's that coming from? Lucky. It doesn't really say. Breaking news, Manchester United agreed wages structure. Manuel Ugarte deal. Yes, 125 is impeccable if that is the salary. More details are coming out. 45 million structure, which is the fee, but that is not upfront. But I believe we did a video earlier this morning. It's a loan with an obligation to buy unless things have changed. This is significant. We know that they wanted 60 million euros, right? So 45 million pounds. That is then going to be divided into 3 payments. I'm waiting for Mark Nurse. Mark Nurse. His middle name is late. He's not here as of yet. What is his excuse now? I'm dying to understand. Anyway, Robert Nia is here as well. Big up. How you doing? Are you sure? Where have you we've been hearing this? Yeah, I know. It's been some conflicting reports, peeps. Like, everyone is second guessing. You have, I trust Fabrizio Romano in this one, and he's been quite consistent. It's same as one I've been saying as well. Loan with an option to buy, obligation to buy. I don't see United cashing out right now. And this is clever because this was advised by no other than Jorge Mendes, who's been the intermediate. And that means that United will take Ugarte on a loan with obligation to buy now, pay later in 3 installments. It's like you bought something from Klarna. If you know, you know. If you know what Klarna is. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. There's 9 days left of this transfer window, single digits as of Friday. It's 1 week left of the transfer window from now. Will we get more business in? We need more midfielders. We need a left back. What is going to happen? I am very, very excited regarding this one. Let me see who else is in the house. Lillis United, Kaisi Brata, how are you doing? All the way from Macedonia. Lucky Ugarte is training with PSG. Deal isn't agreed. Well, no, if it's training, it's normal. Like, you get paid to, you have to come to work, right? But Ugarte is not picked for being part of the squad, but you can still train, right? You're not banned from training whatsoever. Maxi Oyedeli, yes. Sad. But the thing is with Maxi, I'm going to talk to you about that. What Liga Warsaw selling all young players and keep deadwoods. Listen, here is something different. I'm going to tell you Maxi, what Maxi is. I like Maxi, but what United is doing right now is totally different. Before, we just sold off this talent for peanuts. But here, on Maxi, on Alvaro Fernandez, on Will Fish, we included a buyback clause, and we also included a sell-on fee. So we can buy them back, right? Instead of loaning them out or selling them for peanuts, we have the opportunity to observe them and we can buy them back. But if we don't want to buy them back, it means we get 50% on the sell-on value because they might end up being developed to be world beaters at the end of the day. So this is something totally different, guys. I get that. Like, I initially thought, like, why are we selling Will Fish? Why Maxi? But instead of loaning him out to Warsaw, which is not bad for him because apparently he's got Polish citizenship as well, right? He's got family over there. So go out there, play some football, and we might see you back, like, or you might be sold and we get some money for you, mate. So I don't really care at the moment because, what I care about is how we are conducting business at the moment, right? How we actually structuring a team for the future. Maxi might not have minutes this season at all. What's the point of keeping the bloke, right? You got to loan him out to something. They're not going to play him. We've seen what happened with the loany players. They're not getting favorable minutes, right? So you tell me, what's the better way to do it? Hit the like, please. Yes, hit the like. I have Mark in the background. It's totally pitch black. I don't see his face. Maybe he got into an accident. Maybe he got into argument with some Bayern fans, and they kind of beat him up for some reason because we stole Mazraoui and De Ligt, like, for peanuts. And there was like 500 angry, Bayern supporters. And now I think he met into the subway, and I think he did a kung fu fighting. I think he did Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off. But here he is coming in raw, and his face looked intact. But although he looks like the late nurse. Delayed. You're not delayed. You're delayed. Right? You're a disgrace.
I might be delayed, right? But that's all right. That's all right, guys.
I got your name. Delayed. You're the delayed.
I'll be delayed. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's all good. Guys, how are you doing today? Big up to everyone joining. It's your boy. We're here, Mick and Mark for M&M. It's the manager's press conference, guys, starting really soon. Yo, late for training as usual. You know how it is. I got to keep up the Sancho good work. You know what I'm saying, guys?
I need to check your passport. You might be Mark Delate, or you might be Mark Sancho.
I mean, Trinity's a small place, Mick. So everyone's kind of, knows everyone, that kind of thing.
You sure?
Yeah, sure about that.
Right,
but big up to everyone joining. It's a great day, you know what I mean? As you can see, the sun is shining. The weather is nice.
Yep. I'm about to sing the YouTube. It's a beautiful day. to take it away. No, I'm positive, man. I'm looking forward for this press conference. There's a lot of things happening in the media. I know people are pissed off regarding selling Oyedele, but I'm trying to explain that shit on all these youngsters that we're selling, we're including a sell-on fee and a buyback clause. That's impeccable, 100%. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's good business. You can definitely say it's great business so far. You know, we have not done these things so much, and it might seem that these things were the norm for other clubs that were doing great business, but for the United, who have been doing terrible business for the last couple of years, better part of a decade, I would say, you know, getting these young players moved on, we can't develop them all. It's a sad situation. Not all of them would come through. We all were rooting for Maxi Oyedele to come through this season, you know, after seeing him in preseason, and the decision wasn't ours to make. They ended up moving him on, and you know what? We have a sell-on clause. We have a buyback clause as well. He will get plenty game time. He's going home to Poland as well. Yeah. So, you know, it's a new chapter in the careers of some of these youngsters when they move apart or they move on. And at the same time, what United does do well is find good homes for these players to go to. Whether it's the cost.
I mean, I'd rather see it this way. I mean, we get some money for him. Will Fish, we're getting 2 million for 2 million to Cardiff, you know, and let them play, right? But if you loan them up, we've seen that, like, you know, we loan out our players and they don't get even favorable minutes. Hannibal Magebury was to Sevilla, was a disaster. They don't like to play loan players, right? So why would we develop your player to come back and be better? So it's better to sort of, sell them on, put in a buyback clause or sell-on clause, and let them be theirs at the end of the day. You know, develop properly, right?
100%. I mean, it is what with some of these young players, you know, their talent might be like elsewhere. I mean, the style of play might suit them differently as well. All these things come into play. They might enjoy another environment better. It might be a lot of pressure at United, but you know, in all hopes that they develop to the best of their potential, whether they move on or we can bring them into the first team and develop them with minutes or send them on loan. I think the decision going forward, we have to trust the structure because they've been making good decisions so far.
Yeah.
And
no, but when you do a loan, it's pretty much return to sender, right? Like, you know, it's like the Chinese mail, right? Sometimes they come back good, but sometimes they come back broken. You know, it's like a broken package.
I mean, I hope Chinese mail doesn't come back, but at the same time, if it does,
I'm bantering you, man. Delayed, Mark delayed. Anyway, Ugarte, I did a video this morning. I have some fingers on the pulse. I mean, there's been some spin. Like you can only spin a shit story until it becomes diarrhea at the end of the day, right? You know what I mean? Bad terminology, but I just had to put it like, you know, put my stamp to it and say, look, you know, it is a loan with an obligation, obligation to buy. So whatever they have been negotiating, 42 million pounds, 45 million pounds, who cares as long as we get the target in? And I say it's going to be a loan with an option to buy, an obligation to buy, right? So that means that we might pay a small little fee right now. There's been some breakthrough. Fabrizio Romano has been retweeting saying, and a lot of people say, when? Like, relax, calma. He's coming, right? Doesn't matter when. It's just a matter what, you know, a couple of hours, 24 hours, 75 hours, as long as we get the number one target in. And we are going to go live soon with the manager's press conference as it's about to start. So what do you expect from Ten Hag this time? What do you expect that press is going to ask him?
I expect to hear some questions about De Ligt starting, ZIRKZEE starting.
Yep.
You know, what could be done about the clinicality? You know, is Mount going to start? He had a good game. Will Maguire start? He had a good game. Maybe questions about the fitness of Højlund as well. Let's see how it goes, guys. You know, the beginning, we got to take off Mick before when she starts talking, they clip you for that.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, so I'm going to remove this one for now. And yeah, she's, you know, the little one. There is.
Big up.
Hey.
The volume, Mick, volume.
And what's the situation with Victor Lindelof? There's a bit of
Here we
confusion about his situation at the moment.
There's no confusion. He has an issue on his toe, so
on his toe
he can return quickly, but he's not available for the weekend. Whereas also we have some, but I think we know them: Tyro Malaysia, Rasmus Højlund.
So, he's got broken toenail
available as well.
There's obviously a lot of
Luke
talk.
Shaw, of course.
There's obviously a lot of talk at the moment about transfers with the deadline approaching. Manuel Ugarte has been spoken about a lot. Are you hoping to do business before the window?
Just be patient. Just sit,
That's
wait.
it. Be patient.
And we're working, of course, very hard, and we will always try to make the best squad possible. So we have a couple of days. The approach will always be improve. So as long as we have the opportunity, we will look for it. But in this moment, I can't tell any news.
Have you been happy with the business so far?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm very pleased. It is showing we're going in the right direction. We know as a club we have to catch up, but I think it shows our ambition, the way we want to go. So I think we have done good business, really very good players, quality players who will contribute to our squad, to our quality of the squad.
Erik, you talked there about patience. I know the Ugarte deal has been a deal that both the club and the player must be very patient about. Does it show the merits of that approach, assuming you do complete this signing in the next couple of days?
Yes, I said. When we have news, we will bring it. But you know already the answer. So I don't understand the question.
What about Jadon Sancho? Obviously, he was not selected in the squad last week. Is he back and available for selection? Do you expect him to be involved in the squad this weekend?
We will see. So we have a squad, and I hope we will have a squad with double positioning. And when we go into the season after the 1st of September, and that means also that you can't select all the players
for
the game, but we need all the players throughout the season.
Fight for your right.
This will be a season, the survival of the fittest.
Yes,
and of course, we have to manage it, but also the attitude of the players is very important. And that sometimes they will be disappointed, but they have to deal with it, because you don't win with 11, and you win as a squad. And so the prizes, they are divided next May. So till then, we need all the players in the squad and all the players highly motivated and to contribute. And that is also not an expectation, no, it's a demand from the club and for me as a manager for the squad.
Knockout.
And the team is always more important than every individual.
There was a lot of praise for Josh ZIRKZEE making such an impact last week against Fulham. How excited are you by him as a prospect, and given the fact that he's got somebody like Ruud van Nistelrooy there to look up to and be a mentor to him as well? What are you hoping for from him?
It's very pleasing that a player who is a striker, that he scores his first goal in his first game. Because that will give him the confidence, that gives the surrounding confidence. So very pleased that it's happened. And I give the comparison with last year with Rasmus Højlund when he scored in his first game against Brighton.
And we remember that.
The VR looked for 5 minutes, and then they came to the conclusion: the ball from Rashford crossed the line in his assist. And then he had to wait 3 months for his first Premier League goal. So it helps absolutely. He scores his first goal, give him confidence, and give us confidence as a team. Very good process. So
last two, Robin and then Mickey.
Erik, you've let Kemba Kalitri leave the club. Just tell us your thought process behind that.
He is a very talented player. Progress very good last seasons, but we have a lot of competition in a wide area. So we look at what do we need as a squad, but also every player needs a perspective. And in this moment, we had many players to compete in those positions, and then we couldn't give him the right perspective in this club. But I think he's a very good player, high potential. What he needs is games to improve, to progress, and he gets the opportunity at Panathinaikos, and we will follow the process.
Thank you.
Erik, the transfer window is obviously still open. You talk about players maybe coming into Manchester United. Is the players going to be leaving? High-profile players might leave before the end of the window?
I didn't say I'm looking for transfers coming in. I didn't say this. I don't say that players going out. So I said patience. Just for you guys, just wait. When we have news, we'll bring it.
He's going to sing Guns N' Roses now.
For our game against Brighton this weekend.
All right,
Make sure
then. There was a short and sweet, Mark, but still there was punches from Ten Hag. There were some good transfer questions. But I would say the quote of the day from Ten Hag, it is the survivals of the fittest. Attitude, and keep them highly motivation. This is what we did, and this is what I've been saying. You gotta fight, do for your right, for United. And the other thing is patience. And I said it with KG as well. It's like that Guns N' Roses song, patience. Yeah. So it's top of the pops here. This was a classic Ten Hag delivery, right? Because they were fishing a lot of questions regarding transfers. I think they asked about why Pelistri had to go. And he said, he's a very good, talented player. But, there's talent doesn't go everywhere in this squad. There's fight for competitions. And it's fair enough to say that, we appreciate it. Players needs minutes, but not at this club, right? I really say I love Pelistri. And I would say he wasn't the right player to go. But would you then choose between Pelistri or Ahmad at the moment? And Ahmad is, of course, the better player, right? So something has to give. Mark, what is your overall take on this press conference? You were typing like a madman. I can hear you there.
I mean, I really liked how Ten Hag reacted to the questions about Ugarte and the incoming transfers. He was like,
you knew something was going on.
Have some patience, have some patience, it will happen.
He didn't deny it.
He was like, you guys already know. Why do you keep asking me if you know the answers already? I mean, I think he's happy. I think the manager is showing some contentment, excitement, maybe even a bit of, his confidence going into the season with the current perspective of the squad. If you take in all the players that have came in, the players who are here, the players who have been promoted, the players who've left, he's in a situation where I think he's much, much happier than he was previously with the team overall. He has a lot of options available to him this season that he didn't have. A lot of profiles that will suit the way we want to play going forward much better than we had before in the last season. And, well, most of the players are fit. Some of the ones who are unavailable, he expects them to be back in the next 6 weeks, which I think is a good time frame, because then you get to bring all these players in to help push the team going into Christmas and going into January in the second half. You'll have some of these players who are fresh, come back from injury, getting right into their stride, joining the team who's already, So some players could come out if they're injured. If they're tired, you can start rotating more. I think he's a happy camper right now.
Yeah, I know. But, the funny thing is that they came back. I think it was it Laurie Whitwell that came back at the end? Or was it Simon Mitten was?
I think it was Simon Mitten.
Yeah, he came back with a reverse punch. he did a backflip kick.
It's like, well, you seem pretty excited about things and about the players that you have coming in, and, the signings are going to be welcome.
He's like, I didn't say who somebody's coming in or somebody's coming out, but still, he knows something is about to happen. He's getting back
Big up,
in the ring, yeah. So yeah, when you go in and having a boxing match against Mike Tyson, the heavyweight, the press corps, and you have all this backing behind your back, right? The fans are backing him. The structure is there. You have the right mentality. I mean, he's speaking about mentality, highly motivated squad, rotation. I mean, what we see against what we saw in the opening game against Fulham, he did early subs. He did 16-minute subs. He did 5 substitutions. And it's all about refreshing that squad, having fresh legs, fight for your place, right? Nobody is in contempt to start, which is going to be very difficult to see who will start against Brighton. Nothing about team news. They asked about Victor Lindelof, and apparently it was a toe. Did he do a toe poke? Oh, did he break a nail? A toenail? What's
someone probably stepped on his toe, Mick, but he's got 9 others, but the little one is probably hurting too much. You never know, Mick. Iron the Sky is asking if you missed anything with Hoyland's fitness update, so I'll let you take that one, Mick.
Well, there was nothing really mentioned regarding Højlund's fitness update, right? So all the press was asking about, it was Lindelof. He said he will be back very shortly. It was a toe, apparently, and that's why I said maybe he toe poked the ball and broke his toenail, because we saw him on crutches. And then he said also Luke Shaw, Tyrone Malacia is coming back as well, so it looks like he's reinsured. But still, Mark, even if you come back from injuries, Malacia hasn't kicked the ball for over a year. It will take them 2 months at least to get into match fitness. So the left back is an issue for me, right? Big up Elite Bowler. I hope you are smashing the likes. Yes, people, smash the like for Mark Delate.
I think I agree with Sandra Myers here. Mick, you are the karaoke king.
You got 1 for the money, 2 for the show. Come on, United. Let's go. Don't you step on my blue way too. That's Lindelof, right?
Compos is saying you didn't think we'd have you wouldn't think we have a game on Saturday. LOL, these journalists, they're shit.
What
I mean, I think he means that they were so nice today. It seemed all smiles and laughs. It didn't seem like he got really any hard questions like, is he going to start De Ligt or is he going to start Maguire? You know, I didn't really hear one of those questions. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but maybe it might be in the embargoed sections, Compos. So for now, maybe they've been told if they want to stay in the press room, they got to be nice.
It was drama free, but guess who I missed?
Simon Stone.
Yeah, of course it's going to be Simon Stone opening like he's doing a Chinese smell. Erik. No, I missed Melissa Reddy. Melissa Reddy was not there. She's always ready for Ten Hag. She's got this special chemistry with Erik, and she always comes in there playing nice, asking nice questions. And then you have the good cop and the bad cop, and we missed the bad cop Simon Stone today. You know, I don't know what happened, but anyway.
Maybe he got kicked out. Maybe he gets 1 week in, 1 week out. You know what I mean? He was misbehaving last season, so he's gonna have to pay some of the piper. You know what I'm saying? Drama free.
But listen, regarding Ugarte, a lot of you want to put your fingers in the throat and go, I'm so tired of this. But earlier this day, I did a 10 minutes recording live stream about this, and I said, look, this is the story, right? I know it's a war of attrition, but think about Mark. We've been having a arm wrestling with Bayern Munich, the Giants, and at the same time with the left as well, having an arm wrestle with PSG, negotiating, trying to not to buckle. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we prevail, we win. We snubbed Real Madrid over, Lenny Euro. All right, we did. We won that battle as well. So that was boom, and we seem to go. Boom, also now we won with the Bayern because we bought 2 of the best defenders for 50 million, right? That's a bargain. That's a steal. And on amortization. And now we've been sort of grinding it out with PSG. So we will not lose, you mother yucker. And at the same time, we've been having no others than Jorge Mendes putting the weights towards us as well. And finally, it looks like slam dunk. Yeah?
Yo, question for... Yo, you remembered the question. I heard this question. I couldn't stop laughing. Could you tell us what you mean by the process? As you seem to use this phrase a lot to deflect from answering the question. Could it be that you hate the press, so you do this to piss us off?
Trust the process.
Trust the process.
Where's Poppy? Where's the problem?
I don't
Where's
know.
KG?
He's not here, but he's got the rerun. Trust the process. But you know what I can say? Good thing is becoming, sweater weather soon. I can never say those two words back to back.
What is
because I got this on my arm, right? And all these Bayern fans, they be walking around here crying about Matthias de Ligt all the time, and I just be laughing. Of course, I'm always it's summertime, so I'm wearing my kits, and I'll just be looking at them like,
yeah.
Listen, I wish I had the de Ligt on the back just to show them
if you claim me as the karaoke king, I got one song for you. It's the summertime madness. You know what I mean? Yeah. Kiss me before you go. Summertime madness, right? This is a madness summer window. So it is not over until the fat lady sings, but so far, so bloody good, to be honest, right? I am, maybe I'm overgassed, but, sitting here doing this, talking to the community, compared to last year's and the years before, we were like, 2 weeks left of the window, sign fuck all in, not the player, but, and then just getting depressed and then doing panic buying and panic selling. But now we are actually getting our first team targets. We are doing multiple bids. We are approaching multiple agents and players, offering their personal terms. But the number one targets, we seem to get all our prime targets over the line. And you got to be proud of them for what they're doing, right? So one season, one swallow won't make one season, but so far, so bloody good, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the one game we did have a decent performance. There's not really much negative you could take away from it. I think it's one thing that you can say, we definitely must build on this performance going forward.
Boom! Breaking news: Mark not late on time. Mark the late.
Big up. But Mick, it's one of those things where I hope that United could actually build on that performance. Whether we score 3 goals, 4 goals, or we just score 2. We just need to win the next game against Brighton and keep the ball rolling. Keep the march on. That's what we need.
Exactly. I was on Nuruddin's channel yesterday. Me, Saeed, Nura, and Jarvis as well. And me and Saeed, we agreed that I don't really care how we play, because I care about getting to the 3 points at AMEX Stadium, because what Ten Hag said, the confidence is there. And same thing with ZIRKZEE, he scored, the confidence is there. Those 3 points, confidence, right? I'm confident that we're going to rock up at AMEX Stadium and get 3 points. And that is what I want to see. So style of play can come, because we're still in the preseason jitters, like we're still trying to find ourselves and the partnerships to gel. But you can see how we are kind of playing out from the back. So how are we going to stop Brighton, Mark? How? I have one solution. I want to hear you. How do you think we're stopping Brighton?
I think it's going to be a little bit easier than we say. I think Brighton is going to have a lot to do on their hands when they faced our attack. We have created the most chances this weekend in all the teams that have played, although we have only scored 1 goal. So that's a thing that Brighton is going to have to pay attention to. They're going to have to look. They're going to have to have their defense a little bit lower than normal. They're going to have to be a little bit more on their game, because they really did not have any threats against Everton. Everton had a really terrible game. Midfield was lost. Their attack was not connecting with each other. The final balls was crazy. And their defense was a little bit not as compact as it usually is, and was really a little bit different than the normal.
What's his name of that German coach? Now I keep forgetting his name. He's very young. He's like 32 years of age.
37, but I can't remember his name, to be fair.
Yeah. No, so he's a kind of one of the hipster coach. They haven't changed much.
Or something like that.
Yeah. They haven't changed much, to be honest, right? But the only thing that changed is that they're playing out from the back with 2 instead of 4. But the system is still the same, right? So the way we can catch them is, for me, is to press them very high, press smart, right? From the very first beginning, not to allow them play out from the backs. But what they do is usually play out from the back and play it out to the wings, right? On the wings, we have Mitoma. And then we have, of course, our own nemesis, his name, Welbeck, right? But I'm not worried regarding Welbeck, because I believe if you start De Ligt and if you start the partnership of Licha will send him to the therapy table. Like he handled baby old Johnson oil, what's his name, Traore, right? You send him to the gym. So what is Welbeck to him? What because he was
we also got the likes of De Ligt possibly looking to start. I think it's going to be a difficult one here, but just to start a little break in between. 75 watching, not even 50 likes on MUFC Realist TV. Guys, come on. We can do better than that. Smash those likes and let's get to 75 likes, 75 watching. And I also have to say, thank you so much to everyone. I've just hit 900 subs along while we're doing the stream. So it's been a good one. It's a long road, guys. 100 more to go. So come on, guys.
It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way from home. Pin back your ears. Say cheers, Guinness. If you're Irish, you're not Irish. You're Mark the Late, and you are 900 subs. Big up, man. Big up, my brother. Let me
Thanks,
just
bro.
do fist
Big
pump.
up.
Yeah, fist pump. Listen, on our channel right now, there is more because I have the live stats in front of me. There's 629 tuning in, 36 likes on MUFC Realist TV. Get those thumbs up, people. Smash it. It is free. We have some more news coming in, and I believe this is bullshit news, to be honest. Abdullah Iran's come and say, negotiation progress in PSG expected sale relationship between Qatar, Jim Ratcliffe, complicating the fact of battle of egos. PSG owners did not like the Ineos' sculptor in Qatar bid, but Dunkel Castles. I mean, this is sure.
Bro. I didn't even know, bro. I just knew it was going to be Dunkel Castles. He's such a hater, bro. He is such a hater, bro.
First and foremost, it was not that entity that was bidding. Second of all, it was Sheikh Yassim. And third of all, what the hell has this to do? Right? No. It's pretty much that PSG needed to sort of recuperate some money, right? Because they was buying a lot of players, and the only asset they could see that they didn't want, because they bought this player in before they even got Luis Enrique, and now Luis Enrique doesn't want to play him. Of course, they want to try to recuperate some money, but we've been smart. We've been sitting there. Yeah, we know you don't want to play him. Yeah, he handed in a transfer request. Yep. You know how the domino effects falls, right? And you got to come up with this bullshit story to say, well, it's the friction Qatar versus Jim. Nah, we got to create more drama. Really? Do you believe in that BS?
No, but I believe in this BS because I saw this yesterday, Mick. It was a little bit saddening watching that happen, Mick. It was like, hi, guys, I created a YouTube. Boom. Yo, in like less than 10 minutes, bro, man, hit 30 million. I was like, it's like, bro, come say hi on my channel one day.
Yeah. So he created a YouTube channel.
Bro, the man on 22 million subs after 24 hours, bro.
Can we recruit him?
I don't know. Can
we do some collaboration? Hey, Cristiano.
Hopefully, I think I'm gonna apply for collaborations. I'm gonna be dropping a message on his channel. I'm telling you.
Not fair. Cristiano, you done it all, but leave the YouTube space for us smaller people, please. I do appreciate you, my brother. Goody Mali saying, I would prefer that Rashford be sold to Barca, and then we get Ivan Toney. I don't want to see Ivan Toney close to my club, to be fair, but I do get your point of view. This story about Barca going for Rashford is a phantom story, I would say, or there's some requirements. They also say they're interested in Jadon Sancho, right? Barca. But, I would explain I've said it so many times, nothing against Ivan Toney as a footballer, but why is nobody in the Prem acquiring about Ivan Toney? Ask yourself the question. I have said what Tenag is saying, it's about attitude, right? Survival of the fittest, attitude, and being highly motivated. Right. So even Frank at Brighton is saying, oh, Tony's gone. Tony's gone. He's been yapping for months to leave the club. And he was banking that somebody will pick him up, like Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea. Nobody came because they assessed his mental ability profile and said, nah, you're a bad egg. So even Saudis, what they call al something like that, are even considering. Yeah, perhaps. I don't know what's going to happen with Tony, by the way. Smash the like, subscribe, turn on the notification. Let's go, Reds. Let's do this. Listen, while we were speaking on Manuel Ugarte, keep pushing this up, like Evening Standards ago, and Manchester United to sign Manuel Ugarte on a loan to buy deal. Key transfer deal finally agreed.
Guys, like we said to you guys, this deal is happening. It was never a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And he's gonna be here soon, and I think I'm certainly excited to see that come in. It's gonna be an interesting situation having him come into the club very soon. He's gonna plug that midfield hole. You're gonna see a little bit of rotation in that midfield as well. Maybe Casemiro might be playing in that midfield role as the number 8 when Ugarte comes in, because I've been seeing an article going around saying that De Ligt was given the number 1 defensive starting role before he was given the green light to come to Manchester United. So he's coming here knowing he's going to be a starter. So might that be also the case with Manuel Ugarte, Mick? I think it's something that we have to think about as well.
Yeah, no, I see Tom Wright saying I think it's not happening. It is happening, Tom. Right? There's no smoke without fire. But the thing is, I'm waiting for the big boys to sling the sledgehammer, the Tappins, the Fabrizios, the Ornsteins, because once they said it, it's game over, Red Rover, pretty much. We are just a small one. We're reporting on the news. But I spoke to some people, like close tier one journalists, close tier one, mediators within this deal, and they said pretty much ever since I spoke to them since the 19th of July. Go back on my Twitter. I said loan with an obligation to buy. But this has been negotiated in the price, right? So now that we're getting some figures according to Lucky Singh is 125K a week. That is so cheap.
That is good money.
Man, money. And 45 million pounds. That means that United won. And those 45 million, guys, it's going to be paid next year in 3 years installment. So Manchester United win. But I still believe that they're going to pay a small amount of loan fee for this season, right? They're not just going to give not for free, right? What do you think?
Mick, I think that deal done, Mick. It's only two. Fabrizio do some strange things, but what I could tell you, what he don't ever do is pin the same tweet 3 times.
Because who said that? Who said this? Oh my God, they're spinning the stories everywhere now. Come on, everyone wants to sort of.
No. This is not true, man. Fabrizio just tweet like a minute ago. He retweeted his post that he had up. He had pinned a post this morning, and then he repinned a post again. He pinned and this one is the Manchester United now close to getting Manuel Ugarte deal done. As revealed last week, MUFC want to proceed with loan obligation to buy, and meeting with PSG was positive. No bids for Edison. Man United want Ugarte. Details are being discussed. Final stages.
Yeah, so this has been Jorge Mendes, right? This is his work. He advised, he is not the agent. He's the sort of the creme de la creme, the intermediate that helps to transpire this deal, because he's got he got a good relationship with United. He's got a good relationship with them as well. So he's been going backwards and forwards. And he basically what I said this morning, he advised United to say, listen, go this path. They will accept it. Loan with an obligation to buy. And guess what, people? If you do that, you have more money to spend for the remaining of the window. Aha. Bingo. Yeah, let's go with that. So he went back to PSG, proposed that what exactly they're willing to accept. So verbal agreement. The only stumbling block where they have to agree was the actual fee, right? So if the personal terms is done, 125K a week, that's personal terms. But it's just a matter of fact, how much are you willing to pay, right? We wanted to 51 million, 52 is equal to 60, 45 is the devaluation. It's like me walking in, you sold me this Tesla, right? I come back to you 1 year later, Marcus, like, I don't want this Tesla anymore. I don't use it. It's in the garage. I want to buy a combustion engine like a Ferrari. He said, too bad, Mick. Valuation 1 year left. You're not going to use them. So, yeah, 45 million is what you get from me. That's the way it works, Mark. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
I have to say one thing. This is kind of a little bit off topic, though. But, Højlund, little brother, the one of the twins, the one who plays midfield, he signed for Eintracht Frankfurt, who we could possibly be facing them in the Europa League. So we might be facing them again. And what I can say is that they have been raving about him. The twins, they played for Copenhagen, right? One plays striker, one plays in the midfield. Well, the midfielder, he was sold to Eintracht Frankfurt this summer. So after his first game in the Bundesliga, everyone's raving about him right now. So just
it's basically Duncan Castle is the one that reported the friction between PSG. Duncan Castle is now also the one that say will not accept the loan. Duncan Castle is smoking something really there. Like, and I can see what's going on here on Twitter. But then on the other hand, Fabrice Hawkins, Fabrice Hawkins is bang on. Like, Fabrice Hawkins is the Athletic. He says loan with an option to buy. And then you have Fabrizio Romano retweeting his own post to say the same thing. I mean, who to believe, right? Who to believe?
Yeah, well,
I go on my information loan with an obligation to buy with my trusted source. I said that's the way it's the cookie crumble, right?
Exactly. Especially when you see this from ZIRKZEE Gamer. This is a factual thing that happened. Fabrizio talked about this in his update this afternoon. And I'm talking about half an hour ago. Right, you could check YouTube. It was aired 30 minutes to 40 minutes ago, and he was saying in that Man United, 1, never made a bid for Edison. 2, PSG was told this week, Manuel Ugarte met with the board of PSG and the executives to let them know, listen, please let me leave.
Mm-hmm.
So, the deal is going to get done. It's a matter of when, not a matter of if.
Yeah, I did tweet this morning after my information. I said basically loads of reports have been circulating regarding Ugarte's deal. You can confirm here on this channel, within this community, the negotiations between United and PSG loan deal with no obligation to buy around £51 million for Manuel Ugarte is set to be successful. This means a small loan fee this season and 3 installments starting as from next year. The positions of both clubs became very close yesterday, and the deal could be finalized within the next couple of hours. That means also regarding Scott McTominay, regarding Osimhen. Osimhen had now been linked out to PSG to be sold to PSG, Arsenal, and Chelsea. So this is very, very interesting if we're talking about transfers. We're talking about potentially Scott McTominay leaving the club, and we are talking about, the one that's pushing this for Scott McTominay is no other than who, Mark?
Conte?
Who's pushing? Conte. Cuntface. Sorry. Did I say that? Conte wants him so bad, but he cannot just buy him outright. And you had seriously, the Napoli sporting director going backwards and forwards in a private jet to Manchester to speak and want to secure this. He was even talking about to do a loan with an obligation to buy, but they said, Scott McTominay rejected Fulham outright. He said, they asked Scott McTominay, we have a bid 25 plus 5. Fulham wants you. He said, I don't want to go there. I don't want to play for a mid-table club. I want to continue in the top of my peak. I play for Man United. Napoli is a good club. They will get into Champions League, Europa League, and stuff like that. So, yeah. So we know that he wanted to go to Serie A yesterday by by our good friend Alfredo Pedol from last year, because Roma was in for him, right? They tried, but they only wanted sort of a loan deal. But United wanted to sell him. But now I think that Scott McTominay will be sold, man.
I mean, I think he might go off on a loan with obligation to buy. I think,
might be.
I just think the way Scott McTominay is a player that you have to give him, for what it's worth. He might be limited, but you have to give him that respect. He deserves it. He has the mentality and the energy. And for him to say that he's given Napoli priority, it means to me he don't really want to play in the Premier League against United.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So let's let him go. Napoli make him a priority, so let him go.
Yeah, 25 million will come, and then Raja said Padula no good. Yeah, listen, it's your opinion, right? I trust him. I know him personally. I speak to him regularly. He's very spot on when it comes to Serie A. He helped us last year. We got everything spot on. We got Rasmus Højlund, Onana, everything from Serie A came from Padula. So why is he not good? Question mark, right? So give the man some slack just because his name is not Fabrizio Romano. He's been doing good business, to be honest. And I'm not here to slag anyone off, but I trust Alfredo, to be honest, right? So whatever he says, I don't know. We'll see. This is the transfer window. Anything can happen, right, at the end of the window.
Yeah, possibly. You know what I mean? Tom, right? I think the hype from Jim, Mick and Mark, greeting brothers. How are you? Yo, Jim Markin. Well, he just came out from surgery. Mick, he was released from the hospital this morning, so he's home recovering, but he's excited to be up and about and home.
Who? Me?
Jim Watkins.
Oh, Jim. Oh, yeah. Big up. I thought I was in surgery. I thought you got beaten up by Bayern fans just now. Yeah.
Me, Mick, I'm 6'2", bro. No one's gonna run into me
6'2"?
Like that. Yeah.
Shit, I didn't know you were 6'2". Man,
bro, they're not
gonna
run into me like that.
Yeah, you're a brick wall. Maybe we should put you in the back line now together with Leach. Yeah.
9. I mean, you don't play based on height, you play based on quality. Paul S says he's reading about a possible regular on loan. Mick, anything about that?
Haven't heard. Haven't heard. But stay away from Chilwell, please.
Hopefully. I would rather regular on over Chilwell any day.
100%. I even take a Cucurella. I did. But if he cuts his hair.
Nah, let him keep the hair, bro. If he's gonna run around like United, it would be like having Hannibal still here in spirit, because he's
he's like this biblical character. He's got the power in his hair. What's his name? Zeus?
Samson.
Samson. Yeah, you cut his hair, he loses his abilities. Maybe he should keep his hair. That's a wild hair. There's a
Exactly,
wild bush.
exactly.
But he can follow Mo Salah. You don't recognize Salah anymore. I used to call Mo Salah Krusty the Clown haircut. Like, he looked like Krusty the Clown. I mean, I'm sorry, my vivid
Well, I
imagination.
mean, he even had the ball spot like Krusty as well going on. So you know. Tom, I know, bro. We all want to hear we go today. You know, hopefully they get the deal done. They've been pushing all day. Who knows? In the next few minutes, maybe right after we come off the live, you could hear, here we go, all terms agreed. I think the Ugarte deal is going to be done by tomorrow. The news reports coming out is Dan Ashford wanted to have the Ugarte deal done before we go to Brighton, so he could be at least in and about, just even if it's just watching the game. So that's one thing I would say. Take that.
Get him over the line. Maybe we're going on international break anyway soon as well. So yeah, get him over the line before Liverpool, right? Liverpool is a crucial game at home, and getting Ugarte in there will be so crucial. Anyway, let's talk about the game a bit, because I did my lineup yesterday and Saeed agreed with my lineup, but I want to share this to the stage as well. I mean, do you agree what I said yesterday? Here we go. Mark late. Delete. Can we hear delete? Mark, you're getting shit from the community.
That's all good. That's all good. You know, I can't help that, bro. Sometimes it's just me. That's just the time. It's just the time sometimes.
999. Listen, my pardon. I've gone with this, and brother Saeed agreed. He said, "You spot on, Mick." I go with Onana. I believe that we will see.
Yeah, but I did wrong. Amadi had it. That dude is Amadi Diallo, not
dude.
Amadi
I know. He had a facelift. He had a plastic surgery. My bad.
Actually, no, that's the wrong Ahmad. There's different country as well. Ahmad, not
yeah,
from
but he
Senegal.
changed his passport. He changed his passport. He's now Senegalian. Did you know? Breaking news. All right. Anyway, I did wrong, but I cannot change him. I don't understand this new lineupbuilder.com.uk, because
just type in
ours. No, but ours is in development still. It's going to be better than this one, so I'm just borrowing this one for now. But let's just stick with me, Mark. You know, okay. One thing is you're coming late, and now you got to be the disruptor. Don't like it, Mark. You know, just look up. Are you ready to? Are you ready to duck? Are you ready to duck? Because I'm sitting upstairs from you, right? Watch your head, because I might do. Hey, I might do a loose dunk. Yeah. So behave. All right, so let's stick to the lineup, Mark. Listen, I've gone with Onana in goal, Mazraoui, De Ligt, Martinez, and Diego Dalot, right? I think that this is the perfect time to introduce De Ligt and Martinez together. They know each other. They played with each other before, but it was a long time ago, right? The tricky situation here is Mazraoui is going to face the inform, the master of dribbling, the MBA of dribbling, Mitoma. But I think he's a seasonal pro, Mazraoui. I think he will handle him. What's your thoughts on Mazraoui battle against Mitoma here?
Mitoma coming off injured before the first half finish.
Really? He's going to injure him?
No.
You'll
get clean up from De Ligt. I could see it now. I could see him. I could see Mazraoui just gave him a little eye. You know, give him De Ligt a signal. Let Mitoma run by, and all they see is De Ligt come in cleaning him up.
So you think that De Ligt will just join by the hip here? He's going to join Maserati by the hip here, and you should not pass.
No, not like that. You know, more like you never watch WrestleMania, and you see it have the tag team matches, and then while the one guy have the guy here, he will come and tag the next guy. The guy will jump. Hit him a blow. Yeah, so that. No, so it's like Mazraoui will lead him into a zone, and the lead tackle will be coming in. You know, one of those heavy bruising tackles.
Okay, so boom. Oh, so Mazraoui will go here. He will grab him by the neck. He will pull him down, and he will do a choke, and then he will do a tap out. Tap.
No. I say, you know, when he passed Mazraoui with the ball, and he think, you know, I'm scot free. The lid coming with clean up, and that's the end. You know, when a heavy tackle like that, get all the ball.
All right, so basically he will pass Mazraoui, and he's thinking, like Baywatch, I am ready, and then the lift comes in and you should not pass. Boom. Right?
Stop. Yeah, you shall not pass, and then you know they make a substitution. No more Mitoma. United have a free run on the left, on the right side.
Okay. Focus on this one. Licha. the warrior, the warrior, the Inca Indian, the warrior. Like, you know, I fire in me. I want the fire. I send him to the gym. Now we have Welbeck playing here. You know, do you think Welbeck has a chance here? Like with this wall?
No, I'm not worried about
Or is it
Welbeck
Castle
and
Black?
them.
It's like it's like in a Game of Thrones here, like Castle Black, right? There's a big wall.
Probably. I mean, first of all, you see, the thing is, Brighton attack is only going to be as good as their defense provide a base for them in that game on Saturday. And if you look at our current attack, none of them knows what Joshua ZIRKZEE is capable of, and he's an even bigger guy than me at 6'4".
Oh yeah,
you know, at 6'4", this guy is a big guy, and he's a mobile big guy. So you know, and he's a mobile big guy, and he have a lot of moves like Jagger. So you know, him and Bruno, Ahmad there, Rashford to get in behind. I think this Brighton team in for a lot of more trouble than they bargained for in this game. So it's going to be a battle between the two teams to see which one of them, you know, defense provides a more solid base. I think this game is going to be won and lost there.
So Donk will be in trouble here. Donk is not the fastest. He's a Donkey Kong. You know what I mean? You throw in a ZIRKZEE there, 6'4" against Donk, not that mobile, not that fast. He'll probably do a yellow or red card there. But they will sort of run through the legs, right? Run through the legs.
I mean, going up against Donk, Veltman, you know, Brighton have a few injuries in terms of they expect to have the availability of Evan Ferguson and possibly a Purvis Estupiñán coming back from injury, but that's not guaranteed. And let's be fair, they're coming back from injury. Could they take a 90 minutes of dealing with a striker as mobile as ZIRKZEE? You know, even a Marcus Rashford.
Tom Wright coming in here. Duncan Carson hasn't given up. He wants to get into the pie. He's putting his fingers into the hot pie, say 60 million up.
Tripling down right now with the 60 million up front deal, you know, bro. This man tripled down. He didn't double down, you know.
Yeah, he rolled the fat one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah, but it's a fat one or what?
Sage, you know. Yeah. All right, so okay. So you good? What I'm saying here with the back four, that's fine. I think in the midfield you see Casemiro and Kobe, or would you see something different? Then once we get Ugarte in, Ugarte will replace Casemiro and Kobe will play more forward. I think I'm sorry for the new passport and the facelift for Ahmad. Ahmad is key. Ahmad's going to start on the right, 100%. But I come to a conclusion that in this game, we need to have pace. We need to be swift. We need to hit them fast, right? The only one that can stop them is basically stop the back line, playing out from the back, press them high up, smart pressing, 6 on top, just constantly pressing. But because one thing that we'll do is to try to pass the ball in the middle and that midfield. I think they got Weaver, right?
Yeah, they got Max Weaver.
Yeah, well, he's a brilliant player. So watch out for Max Weaver and stop Max Weaver. He's another tall beast specimen. I think he's also 6'3" or something like that. Tall jingly bastard. Yeah. So you need to stop him, and it's going to be a battle, right? So I think that's the way you can stop him. But the front line needs to press like motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Ahmad, I believe that Rashford will start and then introduce Garnacho, right? I don't see Garnacho starting at the same time. I think that, you put in a Rashford to run them rugged, and then you put in more creativity, more problems with a hungry Garnacho to make nachos and cook. Bruno, I said Mason Mount, I might see a different, I might see that instead of starting ZIRKZEE, they might put in Bruno as false number 9 and Mason Mount to be the press investigator. But I don't think so. ZIRKZEE is on form, he's on confidence. Or do you think that he will be a false number 9 in this game?
I think ZIRKZEE starts, to be honest. I think it's going to be one of those things. And to be fair, I mean, Jarvis is a little bit upset about this deal taking so long. I could understand that too, Jarvis. It's been dragging out for so long.
Yeah.
Don't even care if we get him or not. So tired. For the love of God, just make it stop.
Yeah. I know, but it's try to be funny about it, to say that it's been a double arm wrestling, and the one that's, we've been arm wrestling with Bayern and PSG at the same time. We will not cave in. We will not. And we won. And now with PSG, we put in a Jorge Mendes on top and the extra weight. Boom. And that's about it, right? So, guys, at the end of the day, we get our number 1 target in. every target that we went for, we got like our number one target. So I'm happy with that. It's just a matter of time. I don't care when, but what I care about is that we actually getting the players that Ten Hag wants and what the board wants as well. But they identify, and off we go. We cook.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how it works. I think we're going to cook. There's going to be a lot of options for us going forward. If we, despite for what it's worth, with all the players that we have in the squad, I think it presents a very, very good situation for Manchester United to build up upon against Brighton. What did Fab tweet? Bring it up. I don't.
You know what he does when he does the eyes? He just retweets his own post. That means there's something that's about to happen. He knows.
Well, this is what I just showed you guys. That same post with the eyes on top.
Same along with an obligation to buy.
Yeah,
that's it. It's about to happen.
It's about to happen. Let's wait and see. But guys, it's one of those things where I think we should be a little bit optimistic about what is there to have going forward. This is a much better team. The performances in week 1 was very, very good. If you look at the statistics, and guys, I'm not really a stat man. I look at football on the eye, but the statistics say that United were the best team in terms of what we created going forward. Most big chances this season. We had the best defense with the most shots. Less shots. We keep the least shots against us. So it's one of those things where I don't think we should be that worried. Sure, Brighton had a good game, but if you watched the Brighton game, they did not have a good opposition. It was not a solid Everton team that we have played before, that a lot of people have seen last season. It was way worse.
I'm just coming back to again. I mean, I can see VR room saying we are bored. Even Ten Hag said it himself now in the press. If you missed it, you have to have patience. Patience. So he knows he's getting something right. And then again, he said it's the survival of the fittest. There's no guarantees for anyone to start. It's all about attitude and to keep them highly motivated on the toes. And apparently, Victor Lindelof has a toe issue. That was also, he said, what it is.
Yeah.
Did somebody step on his toe, on his ego? He say his wife posted a picture that he was in crutches for a toe. He did a toe poke, maybe, and I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't really care. Get this place out the door. Build the squad for the future. Let's go to AMEX Stadium and let's just go for the kill. 3 points is what matters, baby.
100%. Let's see how it goes. I look forward to the weekend. I think United is going to do a very good job on Saturday. It's an afternoon game. It's not a late one. It's an early one. And, maybe the guys will rock up for that and show us something that surprises us.
Yeah. Alien Tenno, big up, man. Alien Red Devils Peter say should been here for the afternoon. Ended up night nurse. That's a dig to you, man. Good night nurse.
Yeah, unfortunately, but I gotta go. You know what I mean? I have got to go, guys. I've got to go. I have class. I forgot I have class.
This is you dodging the bullet.
I'm late 30
you
minutes.
Come late, you leave early.
Well, big up
You're
to
sure you're not related to Jaden Sancho? Come on, man.
Bro, we're Trinidadian. Everyone's almost related. You know what I mean? We have our own. It's like Brazil. It's one. It's like we have our own kind of race in Trinidad. That's called Dogla, by the way.
And bro,
big up to everyone joining.
No,
Thank
you're
you
not
so much, guys, for all the support.
No,
love you all. I got to get to class, guys. I am late. Deutsch course.
No, one more before you go. No. Don't be rude here. Don't be rude to Van Nistelrooy. Before you go, what are you smiling at? Are you frozen?
I'm waiting because I have to go.
Wait, I want to hear your fucking score prediction before you go.
Oh, my score prediction. Oh, you could have said that, Mick. I didn't hear what you said. I think it's gonna be a 3-1. I know that's not the Brick Ruby special anymore, so I'm choosing that one. But I actually think we're gonna score 3 goals and maybe. You changed your Ruby special to 3-0, so you can't say it's 3-1.
No, I never did that. Who said that?
Yeah, you did. You did that on the first game. On the first game, you said you changed it. You told Jarvis you changed the Ruby special. I remember hearing you.
No, never changed it. That's patent. That's copyrighted. TM Ruby special 3-1.
Adios, guys. Big up, but I guess I have the Ruby special, but I really got to get to class, guys. Thank you so much for all the support. Big up to Mick Ruby. Big up to all of you legends in the chat. And thank you so much, guys. Hope you have a great evening. We will be back. Bye, man.
Bye. What to say? I don't know what to do with this guy. Like, you know, I do everything. I call him. I remind him, Mark, don't be late. And Mark comes late and leaves early. Are you sure, Mark? I mean, come on. What's going on here? Do you have any suggestions? Leave it in the non-live comment section. How can we improve Mark?
It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace. That's what it is. A disgrace. That's what it is. A disgrace.
I mean, I tried everything. I tried to be positive, the reinforcement, but at the end of the day, I get like this. Oh, if you have any suggestions, I would love to hear from you in the VAR room. We're about to wrap up the stream. How can we make Mark coming in earlier and stay for the whole show? That is up to you. Any suggestions helps, please donate as well. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. This has been us covering the Erik ten Hag's press conference. There were some very interesting questions, but the quote of the day that I will take from that sort of stuck into my mind, what Ten Hag said, it's the survival of the fittest. It's all about attitude and keep the players highly motivated. You have to fight for your right to be a Man United player. That's about it, people. Thank you for tuning in. It's been lovely covering. We had a little bit of fun. We listened to the press conference. We spoke a little bit about transfers, and a lot of you are getting blah regarding Ugarte, but it is apparently going to happen. We just have to wait. And what Ten Hag said, you got to have patience. Like that Guns N' Roses song. Don't forget to do this one. And that's about it. We shall see you to the next video. Until then, take it easy, people. And do not forget, glory, glory, Manchester United. Or like Papi say, go, go, Man United. Peace, love, and banana. I'm out of here. Bye.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.
How do we get Mark to come in earlier? I don't know, man. Let me know. Let me know.